Hello everybody, my name is Sarah Curley and today I will be telling you about how to effectively organize a resume. A resume is a very important document because when you're applying to a job, maybe even an internship, it gives your potential future employer a first impression of you. It tells them about your previous work experiences, your skill set, and anything you can bring to the job. So today we'll be looking at an example of a resume that is very badly organized and then one that is organized very well. So here we go. Here we have a resume that is very unorganized and not formatted well. Right off the bat, you see that all the information is clumped together. It's not separated at all, and it's just a big block of text, which you definitely want to avoid when creating a resume. It just makes it very difficult to read. A future employer is not going to want to look at this or read it. Most likely, if they have a pile of resumes they're looking at, they're most likely just gonna not even bother with this one. So you can see that the intended sections, such as level of education and employment experience, they're the same font, the same size, same style text as all the rest, which you want to avoid. It causes all the text to blend together and it does not separate things. Another thing to note here is that there are not very many active verbs, and when you're making a resume, you really want to include active verbs. You can see that they attempt to include a few specifically under the job responsibilities section, but there are not very many at all. So now we move on to a really good resume that's organized very well. You can see that this person has added lines in the very top. There's only 2, so it's good because it's not excessive. You definitely want to avoid excessive anything in resumes. Don't add excessive lines, excessive bullet points. That's something you definitely do not want to do. But here you can tell this person formatted much better. They made headings, they did personal experience, specialties, and skills. They made the sections stand out by bolding them and underlining them, and then added in descriptions, and then they went into a bit more detail on each one, and they added bullet points, which is really, really good. It's a good way to divide up the information to make it a lot more readable. But when you do add bullet points, one thing to note is don't add just one. That doesn't make sense. If you are going to do bullet points, make sure there's at least 2, because that's just kind of an organizational thing you need to keep in mind. But this person did very well with the bullet points, and one thing we are going to look at, as I mentioned in the previous resume, are the action verbs. So there are lots and lots of action verbs in this. Under specialties, you can see that she listed things like addressing, analyzing information, creating, facilitating, just all these action verbs that really describe what she did and what kind of experiences and skills she has. There are more in different sections. You can see organized, led, evaluated, planned, organized, presented, just a ton of action verbs, and those are great because you don't even have to state that you're good at organizing, you're good at leading or evaluating. By using these action verbs when talking about your previous work experiences, your hopeful future employer will know that you have these skills and they're something that you can bring to the table for whatever kind of thing you're applying for. So those were just a few little tips and things to remember when you are trying to properly organize a resume. I hope that you found these things helpful, and thank you for watching.